Hi guys! Welcome to day 5 of DreamWeek Challenge 2020. Today the prompt is The Wanderer, and I really wanted to just make a little bust with a hood, and I wanted her to be sort of a witch slash druid. That's why I did some runes. They're mostly for wisdom, I think. I kind of forgot. I looked up a few references that had the meaning of each rune, and I just chose some that were symbolized wisdom and stuff like that. So for this drawing I wanted to include another color. I was really enjoying using color instead of just black and white like the first one. I realized I only did black and white for the first one, and after that I'm just pretty much yay color, which is my usual. I pretty much just only use black and white for Inktober, and that's because I didn't have any colored ink. This year, let's see how this goes. Maybe I'll use some colors. Because I'm very advocate to just, during Inktober, or now Drawtober, I only use ink. I'm very strict with that. My friends actually make fun of me. Like, they do the little meme like, no one, Bia, it's ink, you must only use ink. They make fun of me for that, but I think it makes sense, but that's just me. In the beginning, I showed a little bit of a study. I don't usually choose my colors before, but since this is ink and I can't really change it up afterwards, I did have to have that little bit of more carefulness and plan out the colors a little bit more. In the beginning, I was going to use the bright pink, which is Pink Eraser, but she kind of looked a little bit like Red Riding Hood, which could also work because she's a bit of a wanderer, I guess. But it's not quite what I wanted, so I ended up with the purple hood and then the soft pink for the hair. I think it turned out pretty good. I was going to use the Cream of Earl for some skin tones, but I quite like how she looks with just the skin being white. It gives a bit more emphasis to the shadow of the blue, so I really like that. I really love the way that the ink blossomed for the hood. I think it gives a bit more of texture and I really like it. And for this drawing, I was really digging the softer look of it. And like I mentioned in another video during this week, I did scrap the fountain pen in this drawing. I just didn't think that the strong lines would suit it. It was looking so soft and almost ethereal that I was kind of scared that if I did the lines with such a thick width, it might look a bit too heavy. So I just busted out my favorite brush to line. This brush is pretty nice. It's comfortable to hold. It's nothing otherworldly. I found it in my craft store. I think it was like €1 or something. I'm not very picky with my brushes, but since they're not very expensive, I do have to replace them from time to time. Even though I take a lot of care with them. I clean them and with the soap and everything else, but they're cheap, therefore I need to replace them from time to time. And this brush is just, it's pretty cool. I really like it. The line here, I kinda missed it and it doesn't quite connect, but it's okay. Let's imagine that it just does a curve behind her head and everything will be okay, I guess. So I'm just doing a little bit more shadows in the hair, but I didn't quite want to do it too dark, so I believe later on I mixed a little bit of the blue into the mixture. I think I did not use the purple anywhere else except her hood. Face and hair was the blue and the pink. And I really like how these colors just look together. They're super soft and I really love it. The runes kind of blurred out a little bit because, this ink is not waterproof. So after they dried, I had to go back with the brush and just fix that a little bit. At this point, I'm almost done with the challenge. I'm only 2 days left. And at the point that I'm recording this, I am only missing day 7, which is the illusion. And that drawing's kicking my ass, so let's see how it turns out on the last day, because I'm not sure. And And here I'm just doing a little bit of texture and pattern in the hood. I'm still not great, like I said, this is the same thing as tattooing. I'm not great with this. I end up just doing the same thing with just the swirls. I do want to get better at patterns. I just don't really know where to start. So far I'm just doing this almost celestial sky, and it works pretty well for this, but I do want to have skills for some other type of drawing. I don't want to be limited to just this. Eventually, maybe, I don't know, getting better at some other flowers, some other type of patterns. I think if I try, geometrical will be the most difficult for me, but it's still something I kind of want to nail. Here I'm just doing some lines in the hair. I'm pretty much just doing final touches, and I just love that this ink is not super strong black. As you can see there in the dish, it almost looks like an indigo. It's not full black. That's why I prefer it to my waterproof ink. That one's a true black, and it's fun. It's fun to use, and you can layer and layer on top of it and it doesn't budge. But this one has something that I just really like, and I don't know, I'm very happy that I managed to grab it. I had never heard of it before, so I'm very happy to have it in my collection. So we are at the end. I'm just doing some little dots just to make it a bit more me, just to make it a bit more messy, I guess. And thank you so much for watching this video. Like I say every time, I hope you are enjoying this week, and please leave a like telling me, no, leave a comment telling me which this is your favorite, and if you have anything to say about this challenge or anything, let me know. I'm always open for anything you have to say. Thanks again, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!